Hi everyone, I am Shaari Camba. In this video, we will talk about beginning reading skills and teaching resources. First, let us define what is reading. According to Tarigan on 2008, reading is a process carried out and used by a reader to acquire a message which is conveyed by a writer through words could be seen and known by readers. In short, reading is an activity to get meaning from printed words or symbols and how this ability is used to recognize, understand, and interpret in words. So, reading is one strand of literacy. So, the reading process is complex and multidimensional. Talking about beginning reading, we have here the 5 components of reading. We have phonemic awareness, phonics instruction, fluency instruction, vocabulary instruction, and comprehension instruction. Each component is an essential ingredient of a multidimensional definition of reading and provides guidance for understanding how the reading process should be taught. First, let's talk about phonemic awareness, its definitions, what students need to learn, how we teach it, and some teaching strategies that we can use. Let's define what is phoneme. Phonemes are the smallest units that make up spoken language. The English language has 41 phonemes and they are combined to form syllables and words. For example, the word fish has 3 phonemes, which are f, the I, and the sh, while the word happy has 4 phonemes, which are the a, the p, and the E that makes the word happy. So, phonemic awareness is the ability to notice, think about, and work with the individual sounds or the phonemes in spoken words. It is also the understanding that words are composed of sounds. So, phonemic awareness is both the understanding that these sounds can be put together to form words and the ability to identify and manipulate these phonemes in spoken words. Children can demonstrate phonemic awareness in several ways, including recognizing which words in a set of words begin with the same sound, like bell, bike, and boy all have p at the beginning. We also have isolating and saying the first or last sound in a word, like the beginning sound of dog is t, the ending sound of sit is. Next, we have combining or blending the separate sounds in a word to say the word. So the sounds m, a, and p is read as map. And last, breaking or segmenting a word into its separate sounds, like the word up consists of the sounds and p. So we need to know what students have to learn in order for them to gradually learn how to read. They should learn that spoken words consist of individual sounds or phonemes, how words can be segmented or pulled apart into sounds, and how these sounds can be blended or put back together, and manipulated or added, deleted, and substituted, and also how to use their phonemic awareness to blend sounds to read words and to segment sounds in words to spell them. So, as teachers, we need to provide explicit and systematic instruction focusing on only 1 or 2 phonemic awareness skills, such as segmenting and blending. And also, we have to let them learn how to link sounds to letters as soon as possible. Now, here are some teaching strategies that can help us in teaching phonemic awareness to young learners. First, we have phoneme blending. You can ask your learner, example, what word do the sounds p, and t make? Second, phoneme categorization. Example, which word does not belong? Next is phoneme identity for initial, final, and medial sounds. You can ask your learners, for example, does pack begin with a p sound? Next, phoneme segmenting. Example, how many phonemes are there in the word ship? And next one, phoneme isolation. Example, tell me the first sound in the word paste. And last, phoneme deletion. Example, what is smile without the sound s? Here are other teaching strategies that you can use. We have listening games, for example, follow the leader and Simon Says. You can also use identifying and making rhymes, and also let them read books that contain rhyming words. The second component of reading is the phonics instruction. Let's talk about its definition, what students need to learn, how we teach it, and some teaching strategies that we can use. Phonics is a method of instruction that teaches students correspondences between graphemes or the letters in written language and phonemes or the sounds in spoken language and how to use these correspondences to read and spell. So phonics instruction is systematic when all the major grapheme phoneme correspondences are taught and they are covered in a clearly defined sequence. Phonics instruction helps learners to understand the alphabetic principle, that is, the predictable relationship between sounds and letters in the language. Phonics builds on phonemic awareness. So readers armed with this understanding can then recognize familiar words and decode new words. So here are the things that the students need to learn. They should learn that letter names are constant whereas sounds vary. And also letters can represent different sounds. Then letters sometimes work alone and sometimes in groups. Another one is that the same sound can be represented by different letters. Example, beach, me, key, ski, thief. Those are examples. And last, the same letters may represent different sounds. Example, rough, cough, and dough, blow. So teachers should provide explicit, systematic phonics instruction that teaches a set of letter-sound relations, and also provide explicit instruction in blending sounds to read words. We should also include practice in reading texts and give substantial practice for children to apply phonics as they spell words. Now, here are the teaching strategies that we can use in phonics instruction. We can purposely use games to support sound letter connections like tongue twisters, and also name cards. We can show a card with name and picture on it and let the students read. Next is the making and breaking words. The teacher makes a word that the child already knows from their current reading. For example, the child is shown how to generate more words by changing the initial letter, for example, hike, mic, and bike. The third component of reading that we'll discuss is the reading fluency. Reading fluency is the ability to read accurately, rapidly, and with expression so the reader can process and comprehend what has been said. So fluency is the ability to read accurately and quickly. So fluent readers recognize words quickly and can read them simultaneously. So fluent reading is essential for comprehension. So students should learn how to decode words in isolation and in connected text, how to automatically recognize words accurately and quickly with little attention or effort, and how to increase speed or the rate of reading while maintaining accuracy. So children should be encouraged to use oral language for a variety of purposes, such as answering and asking questions as well as expressing their thoughts. So teachers also have to provide opportunities for guided oral repeated reading and match reading text and instruction to individual students. Readers who lack fluency struggle so much with decoding that they cannot focus on the meaning. So teachers can help students build fluency through guided repeated oral reading. So here are the teaching strategies that we can use. We can use choral reading, where children chorally read a portion of a text altogether. We can also use taped reading. In this activity, the teacher tapes the children reading individually. This can be done with the microphone on an interactive whiteboard or tape recorder. The children may listen back to what they have read, and they self-assess their own reading. Next is echo reading. So the teacher models fluent reading and the children repeat the reading back to the teacher. Another one is body reading. The older children are paired with the younger children. And we can also use songs, finger plays, poetry, and nursery rhymes to practice fluency. The next component of reading is a vocabulary instruction. To define, vocabulary is the range of words a student understands. Students have both an oral vocabulary, which are words they understand when they hear them, and a print vocabulary. So there is a strong correlation between vocabulary and reading comprehension. Vocabulary development is the enrichment and extension of pupils' word knowledge and understanding. So developing students' vocabulary is a significant component to successful comprehension. Readers need to recognize and know a substantial number of words and their meanings before they can comprehend a text. So beginning readers must use the words they hear orally to make sense of the words they see in print, like the meanings for most of the words in a text, so they can understand what they read, and how to apply a variety of strategies to learn word meanings, and how to make connections between words and concepts, and the last, how to accurately use words in oral and written language. So teachers must provide opportunities for students to receive direct, explicit instruction in the meanings of words and in word learning strategies. They should also provide many opportunities for students to read in and out of school and engage them in daily interaction that promote using new vocabulary in both oral and written language, and also enrich and expand their vocabulary in English, and actively involve students in making connections between concepts and words. So here are the teaching strategies that we can use. We can use small words in big words. In here, let them find some little words hiding in bigger words. So it can be called chunking. And example, caterpillar. So they can find the words cat, peel, and at from the word caterpillar. And next one is the word of the week. Select a word of the week and discuss it, and display word on a laminated background. And at the end of the week, a new word may be displayed, and the old word will be displayed on the word wall. Another teaching strategy is the word taxonomy. So this is a list of words arranged in alphabetical order pertaining to a particular topic or subject area. Like this example, we have here taxonomy of Halloween words. So these are words related to Halloween. So the last reading component that we're going to discuss is the comprehension instruction. Now let's define reading comprehension. It is the process of determining the meaning of the text. So this is an interactive process between the student and the written content. Students comprehend meaning more easily when they can link it to something they know. Reading comprehension is the ultimate goal of all reading instruction. The previous four components are part and parcel of instruction to facilitate comprehension. So students should be taught how to read both narrative and expository text, how to understand and remember what they read, and how to relate their own knowledge and experiences to text, and also how to use comprehension strategies to improve their comprehension, and last, how to communicate with others about what they read. So this includes asking them process questions in every text they are reading. And teachers must teach comprehension strategies such as previewing and summarizing text, and also provide comprehension instruction before, during, and after reading. We should also promote thinking and extended discourse by asking questions and encouraging students' questions and discussions. So these teaching strategies can help us, like summarizing and paraphrasing. It is reducing larger texts to focus on important elements, and also it is restating, rewriting text in own words using keywords to capture main focus. Next is predicting. It helps activate prior knowledge, and it should be based on clues in text like the pictures, subtitles, etc. And next one is comparing. It is thinking more specifically about connections they are making. Example, how is this different to something? The last one is creating images. It is creating sensory images to assist with overall comprehension of a text. So those are the 5 components of reading. We have phonemic awareness, phonics instruction, fluency instruction, vocabulary instruction, and comprehension instruction. I hope you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching, everyone.